Trades are hard, man.
They are.
You know,
Yeah.
I think, you know, one of the reasons I got out of trades personally, like, I mean, I used to sling a brush and get on ladders and paint homes and everything. I am really, really fair skinned,
Mhm.
really fair skinned. I've been hospitalized for sunburns 3 times in my life.
Hmm.
That's how fair skinned I am, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, I was in this family painting business. It wasn't the only reason, right? It's just one of the reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, dude, I'm out on doing these exteriors day after day after day, and I'm wearing sun shirts and neck gaiters and big hats and everything. It just doesn't matter at that point. Day after day, week after week, month after month, in that kind of sun, it's a lot, right? And
Oh yeah.
as and I am, dude, I blister. I'm in Florida too. It's like it's really hot here. And I was like, yeah, I can't sustain this. I can't do this for 20, 30 years. I'm going to end up with
Yeah.
skin cancer. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
this
yeah.
is not something I can personally do. Um, so I think, that you get a lot of tradespeople that get like, they get hurt, that hips, knees, like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, at a certain point, we've got to go back to bringing more youth into this. I like what you were talking about, like doing trades from the high school and,
Yeah.
and going that route. I know Nick Slavic, from the PCA, he does a lot of trade show, not trade show things, but a lot of like youth things. I think they even have like an internship program. It's really cool. You
Yeah.
bring in youth and teaching them a trade, you
Yep.
know,
Yeah.
because a 4 year, 6, 8 year degree, college degree is not the only way to make a great living, to make a great career. Trades are fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Um, and I love that approach. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. It's great, and I've worked guys of all age, and I find that the younger guys are the most ambitious because they're really starting out and they're really trying to build something for themselves. Some of the older guys, they're great, and you get guys that are just go go go. They've got a family to produce, and they do it. They're going to provide the best for a family. So you get other guys that are tired and they're worn out and they just never went where they wanted to in life, and they get a bad attitude. So I really like the youth because they want to learn. They don't know yet, and so they want to be taught. And so it's amazing. And like you said, 4 year degrees. I mean, you can go into them and never make it anywhere. Just like if you go into construction and never make it anywhere. So there's always
Hmm.
a great degree you could get, but there's always niches in constructions that will pay you far past your wildest dreams. So it's
Yeah.
a great
Yeah.
thing to
There's
get into.
a ton of very, very wealthy people in trades. Like, I remember when I was growing up in the 80s, and I mean, this is, of course, like school too. So this is like youth, kids impressions. But there was in the late 80s and 90s, there seemed to be like a social thing about like blue collar being like less than college
Hmm.
educated.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that, I mean, there may be some communities where that still carries over, but I think that has shifted a lot. Like, I think partly because socially we've started to realize these crazy 6 figure college degrees. I mean, there are people like leaving, 4 year degrees with like $400,000 in
Mhm.
loans that they won't pay off for 30 years, and they're going to get a $55,000 job.
Yeah.
You can go make 40, $50,000 into trades year one.
Yeah.
Like, why? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, and I realize that in some careers, college degrees are like a requirement. Law, astrophysics, brain surgery. I get it. I don't want someone working on my brain if they haven't gone through a college degree. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, there's so many of these degrees that are just like BS, like fluff degrees. You know what I mean?
I
And
agree.
they're not really meaningful. They don't really teach anybody anything.
Yeah.
Um, and so I think that, like, I'm liking where the society has been shifting back to, like, where, like, trades, it's an honorable thing, dude. There's absolutely zero wrong with it. And I think society was very wrong in the like late 80s and 90s by chastising it a bit. And I think I love where we're at. We're at a place where trades are once again respected, admired, and it's like a thing that we actually want to be doing. And I love it. Um, and I especially really, really admire it personally, like when it gets to like a really niche skill like yours.
Hmm.
You know, like, yeah, I mean, all trades are cool, but man, doing what you do is so unique and so niche. I just really, really have a lot of respect for like someone that has the determination to go down that lane that like not many people have traveled. I think it's really, really, really cool. And I think the nostalgia of it too, like you're keeping a trade alive that, if there wasn't the people like you, it would just die, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And then where would these log homes be? You know?
Yeah. For sure. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I agree with you. You know, that's one of the things that is my biggest passion is passing it on too, because it will die. And I was just in Tennessee a few weeks ago at the Permachinks workshop down there, Smoky Mountain workshop. And that's what one of their guys was talking about was that it's a dying trade. I mean, he was breaking down. You can see his heart breaking as he's watching it die out, and so it really is. It's really getting to the point where it's sad in the log home industry that we don't have enough guys doing this, and I want to change that. I mean, it's such an awesome passion. It sounds like, oh, you got to wake up in a tent every day. It's amazing, and it is most times, and you have your downfalls. But to wake up in the middle of nowhere, fresh air, and to go put your passion into something that really shows in the landscape where, you know, we work in the most beautiful places compared to most painters. You wouldn't believe the views we have, and to do that is
Or
absolutely,
something.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
those mountains are something.
it's incredible what we do, and I think that so many more people would love to do it if we could teach it, and if we could get it out there, and if we could really show this. Because when you come work for me, I mean, you're making like what you said college degree guys are making just right off the bat. And I mean, your
Mhm.
opportunity to is so big with the company, because in order to do these things, we've got to have guys that find our campgrounds, that scout these things out. I mean, you don't just have to move a brush. I mean, we've got to build a whole company that's able to handle doing these cabins in the middle of nowhere and housing these guys and doing all these things. So really, the career is there, and we just need the bodies and the minds that want to do these things and learn and push it on, and you know, we can bring these things back. And I think it's one of the oldest things in the world for professions is doing these trades, you know, building homes, building
Yep.
structures. So it's
Yeah.
really, it needs to be passed on. And these log homes are incredible. And you know, the thermodynamics of a log compared to a stucco and insulated wall is incredible, the difference. So, and the
Oh,
R
yeah.
values
Yeah.
compared to the R value from the thermodynamics there are, it's insane to see these graphs. But these trades, we don't want these niches to die, especially out where they need these log homes, where they need to be doing these lead restorations. You know, in Salt Lake City, we've got a bunch of buildings around our capital that are same 1800s, you know, and these
Mhm.
are lead restorations as well. And I mean, it's super important to preserve the heritage of our city, to redo these things. We can't have them getting ruined. I mean, they were built for a reason, and they're just some of the most beautiful structures you'll see. So it's really truly important to bring the youth into this. So
Hey, if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. If you're looking for help growing your contracting business, I invite you to join my free community. In there, we go live with amazing trainings, share resources and downloads, plus you get free help from me and from peers. That link is down below to join, and we'll see you in the next video.